you know, I think like Pays is in the best form right now. Gumyushi's obviously phenomenal. But when you look at like a weaker team, getting aiming onto a weaker team is such a boon. Because he will say, guys, give me resources, I will carry you. Give me everything.
Yeah.
Weak side, never heard of it. Just funnel me. It's like, I don't know if you ever played like rank 5s and you had like one player who was like higher elo than everyone else, often AD carry, and he was just like, give me every single resource. We're playing Lulu, Jinx, mid lane we're playing Karma, jungle we're playing Ivan, top lane we're playing Shen. That's the sort of vibe that aiming has. And, you know, it seems like a great strategy for Rise Group.
Yeah, and if it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. You know, like, it works pretty often. So they just, you know, the teams that he's on keep doing it as long as they have the resources to give and they don't have 4 other carries in the roster. You see the Olaf ban this time, so that's a bit of a mix-up.
Pretty heads up to get rid of that one.
Yeah.
Nocturne was left available in this situation. Nocturne's been a weird one, because Nocturne gets banned early prio so much, but then when it gets let through, sometimes it doesn't get picked. They are going to take the Camille, though, for Andal. And picking Bard feels more uncomfortable into Camille, because she can be quite a bit of threat on that. It looks like they're just going to go towards the Lucian Milio, which is definitely risen in prio. We saw so many of our duo bot lanes, like Lucian Milio, like Ashe Seraphine, fall out of prio, and it feels like Lucian Milio has been the one that's re-emerged and come out on top. Now, you could pick something else as a second pick, but I think it kind of forces you to take Milio on 3, which is a bit uncomfortable, so I think I'd rather you just grab the bot lane now.
Yeah, unless there's another big pick that you really want to scoop up ASAP, like, I mean, a jungler, Nocturne's a big one.
There's the value in getting the Nocturne here, but now whatever KRX pick here, like the Rise, you don't get to respond to, because you have to take a pair for Lucian. Otherwise, you're in such a bad spot, which is why there's pros and cons to picking up the Nocturne here, and getting this Rise to come through for UCAL without being able to be contested feels really good.
There are just so many strong picks available in Fearless Game 1 that, you know, KRX just go down the roster of the tier list, right? They're like, well, these two are extremely strong individually. They work great together. Milio has to be the pick.
Yep. And now, I think hammer away at the bot lane. Ezreal's going to come out. I think for KRX, you can get rid of Syndra, Anivia, potentially. I think both of those are fine bans here.
Yeah. We'll be curious to see what happens with the top lane, too.
I'm just going for the Cassante instead. Maybe wanting to set up for a Rumble, potentially.
Yeah, Rumble's up. I mean, our AD carry top Vayne is up. Something to consider if they want a strong top laner. I think for KRX, you can kind of just plug and play something that works in the top lane. Corki is going to be the ban here, so no Ezreal, no Corki.
Jhin available as an option. They banned Cassante and then ban Rumble, so taking away some of these options from Clear, but not banning towards the mid lane, which I think is interesting. I feel like that was, I mean, obviously getting the Rise is great, but I feel like a big value of getting the Rise there specifically was so you could trim away some of the options for Vikla. Vikla's got plenty of tools now he can go towards. You know, he's played a lot of Talia. That's an option. Syndra, fine. Victor, fine. And it will just be that Syndra. A lot of threat. Whatever aiming plays here has to be able to function against a lot of threat towards short-range picks, and so the answer is don't go something short-range. Go for the Ziggs. Pick aiming's played many times before. And then we get the Jace coming through for Frog. Will we get the Yorick that we saw in the previous series coming through? The answer is going to be yes. Especially here, the Yorick has a lot of potential to play through side lanes, backed up by the Nocturne. So if you manage to get ahead, if you get some early momentum, this Yorick could be a big problem. You also don't have the best team composition for cutting through a Yorick. You don't have that reliable 80 damage, and instead, they pivot to the Nidalee.
And that is a pivot of all time. To go from Yorick, the stock standard counter, to Nidalee top. This was a big thing. It did get some nerfs. sense that. It was a while ago that we used to see this all the time. And
It used to be Zeus who would play it a lot.
Yeah.
And would just be a menace in the side lane that was hard to deal with. But you have very limited value in team fights.
Yep.
I mean, Yorick is not known for being a team fighter, but even Yorick has more team fighting value than AD Nidalee.
Yep, AD
Nidalee
Nidalee goes in there, attacks the Jace, and makes it so the Jace cannot live in the side lane. That's her job.
What I'm a little bit
concerned
about is that you're playing Nidalee top, and your jungler is Yorick. Yorick is not really someone who's that interested in your
Nocturne.
Nocturne, yeah, sorry. Nocturne is someone who's not really that interested in ganking early, pre-6. And I don't know. I guess we'll see the state AD Nidalee is in, but I don't expect it to just be solo killing the Jace early. I think you should be able to stabilize, and then, sure, level 6, Jace is under major threat, but there's also the Jarvan and Ryze who can offer him some assistance on the top side of the map.
Yeah, definitely an interesting start here with the drafts we have for game number 1 in our Ryze group matchup. Let's hop onto the Rifts. Alrighty, match 110.
So, an additional issue is you are playing Marksman plus Enchanter in the bot lane, and the enemy team is playing Mage plus Camille. Now, Aiming gets up to a bad start, was a bit stepped up there, and gets chunked out. But we've seen what Camille will do early. So already, KRX has a composition where they want to be playing through top. And if this Nidalee top falls behind, it's going to...
We're just flashing mid. Vikla has to flash away.
Has to flash and is also chunked out. Not in a great spot. And Andal wasn't really going to have that much pressure bot lane in the 2v2, so just baiting the sums to give Yukal a leg up. Why not? Aiming resets here. Hasn't gotten a single CS or a single bit of XP yet. So, not ideal.
Yeah. Well, looks like a little bit of the wave is still here. So maybe not everything to be lost.
There's a good chunk. And Nocturne not really in a position to dive them. This is a concern if you... We used to have the meta where it was just hard winning 2v2 when it was stuff like Ashe support. And you just stack up the waves and dive them if they're in a position to contest. Twister Renato was really good at that as well. But Nocturne not really great assisting with that and not in position to do so. So Aiming and Andal will pick up this farm. CSing on a tower Ziggs isn't that fun, but as long as you get the XP, that's the main thing. Now, Raptor's looking to challenge Willa. He does not have Smite though, and Willa does.
Yeah. Did he? I don't think he got a single small Raptor. And yeah, I mean, Raptor doesn't have the whole top side of his jungle, so, and he was spotted moving from there into Willa's jungle.
Willa's now in an awkward position though, because if he starts up a camp, he can just get smited away. He'll move mid and help Vikla get a reset, and then he'll go down towards the bot side of the map and look to challenge on these camps. Andal's coming back from base though. Will he be able to defend? I don't think so. If you look at the fact that Taeyun and Kellen are moving in, this is a precarious position to be in. You give information, Willa knows what's going on, but you're not in a position to really challenge here.
Yeah. Andal knows it. He's just going to place a control ward back away. And all things considered, Raptor not in that bad of a spot. See if I get the scuttle. We'll go for reset, go back to his Raptors.
Yep. If he's there for the Raptors respawn, I actually think he should just grab them now and then reset. Because one of the concerns is being challenged in your second respawn of camps when they're worth more XP. So altogether, despite the invade from Willa, Raptors faring okay. It's obviously not ideal.
They stepped up to this. It looked like Kiyoum wanted to fight this in the bot lane. It's not going to go well. Flash forward, first blood for Taeyun already. And just like that, the bottom lane lead continues.
That was a Lucian with just a Doran's Helm. And that's still enough to take down this squishy level 2 Camille. Now, would you see the Ryze moving down? Taeyun no flash. This is all on Kellen to stop this.
Oh, flash over the kick, and now Taeyun has the barrier. Will he use it? Yes, he will. Just tries to fight it straight up with no escape, and that's a kill over to Aiming.
Helping to equalize the bot lane situation. in a good way, aiming, able to pick up that kill. Andal will get some XP from mid. And a good roam from Yukal. Kind of balances out, right? Andal gave that pressure earlier to Yukal. Yukal hands it back there.
This is what Nidalee does. You know, Jace is known as a very strong laner. Can match a lot. Can't match Nidalee. You know, early on he was okay, but eventually not going to enjoy himself. He did go Grasp, but yeah.
It's not fun. It's not... I think there's some melee champions who you just crash out. It's so bad, but it's not the end of the world. And it was a pretty short hook shot as well into the terrain, which kind of resulted in Andal getting caught out.
And aiming's a level 3 Ziggs. Like, what is he going to do?
Yeah, and Yukal gets a flash over the Mega Fire Kick. That's exactly what he needs to do. The only ability that could really stop him from getting that play off.
Yeah. So, good play from Yukal. There were a couple of pings in their own jungle of exactly where Yukal was. Like, it seemed like they even knew the timing of when and where exactly he was on the roam. And yet still, they were not able to get away. No flash here on Vikla. In a bit of trouble. No Cataclysm available as Yukal got scattered away, and so the follow-up was not there.
There's a little awkward timing to use just scatter just as the Jarvan's coming in, but it ended up kind of working out because, as you said, Yukal couldn't follow up. They kind of overlapped on CC as well. Aiming almost satchels, even closer to him, but is able to just walk it off. And mid lane's obviously doing well for KRX, but the other two lanes kind of suffering right now. I will say, though, Frog keeping relatively even in terms of farm.
Yeah, he's farming under turret. He's surviving. That's really all he's got to do. There's a ping on Willer up there on the top side of the map as he just walked over a ward. So Willer's not really able to take too much pressure off of him.
Neither junglers had that much of an impact early, which I think Raptor's pretty happy about. Being able to farm up until 6. That's really where it's going to start feeling a bit rough when he can impact wherever he wants to on the back of that. Currently, Yukal is flashless, so that always kind of sets up for a potential target.
I'm not really sure what the point of that satchel was, maybe to CS. But he did take some big damage.
Yeah.
But all things considered, he is Ziggs, and he has teleport. At the end of the day, he's just going to have to sit back and try to farm as much as possible. Allow Ondil to roam as much as possible.
The thing is with levels, you get more points in your queue, easier to wave clear. He's got more mana now with the tier. So you can just kind of farm from a distance with abilities, and it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Getting one item is where it really just becomes a lot easier. You can nuke the wave pretty quickly with a Loon.
Frog got hit by the spear, which means that the extended range on the pounce of the Nidalee gets him in range to do even more autos and more harass. But yeah, still only 10 CS ahead. Nidalee hasn't really taken off just yet.
Honestly, still waiting to see what that first ult from Raptor is. Yukal's flash still has a little bit time left on it being unavailable. But obviously ganking mid, not the easiest when it's a short lane.
Yeah. I mean, bot lane, maybe you could set something up where you push in the wave and maybe you can just dive the Ziggs. But aiming should have satchel and flash, so it's not the easiest way to make it happen. For now, Raptor's just going for the grubs and saying, well, I have a Nidalee on the top side of the map, so I think I just get these. Although Vikla is just kind of running through them. Nice,
nice
push away this time. Doesn't get the stun, but pushes Ondil off of the play.
That could have been scary, but able to walk it off there. And Raptor will just stay around grubs and pick those up. Also, honestly, to be honest, if Andal had gone in and then gotten stunned by Vikla, Raptor could have just ulted him and killed him.
Yeah.
I think this level 4 Camille, unsurprisingly, will just get one shot by a Nocturne Syndra.
Yeah. Frog here in the top lane hasn't been too long since he got subbed in. I think he started at the beginning of round 3. And I've been slowly more and more impressed by him. I don't think he's been game-changing, but good, as now we're going for a smite fight here on the bottom river, and Willer says, you know what, I'm just going to flash. That's a culling, it's a scary Lucian. Lucian doesn't even have his first item yet.
Once again, bot lane just on the back foot. Level 6 now hit by Kellen, and Andal quite far away from that. Taeyeon just really able to have free reign in this 2v2. Oh. I always find abilities where you can like send it off the walls really fun.
I guess he was just trying to clear the wave. I thought he was trying to ult for the cannon, but he missed.
Oh, well.
Because the timing was off. He definitely could have gotten it if he timed it better.
Well, he got the wave.
Yeah.
Peace out. That's the power of Ziggs. That's the value. I do like how Kellen was going for the Mega Fire Kick and like just trying to snipe it off the minion and bounce it onto aiming, which is like such an inconsequential thing because it does so little damage.
Yeah.
It's just busy work as a support.
Vikla getting kind of close to just killing Andal with the unleashed power, but doesn't go for the play. Maybe if he spots him here. Oh, looks like you saw him backing, so lands the scatter. And now Claire's going to find himself face-to-face with a Jarvan. Very difficult for Jarvan to do anything into Nidalee because...
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
Cataclysm, useless flag and drag, easy to avoid.
Yeah. And here's Kellen.
Oh my god. They're just trolling him.
Yeah.
How many times has recall been stopped? 3?
I think so.
He's not in range, but if Raptor just knocked in ulted in then, it would be so funny. That's their new
kill.
That's their new side quest, their new minigame.
Yeah.
Stopping the recall of Andal.
No bard in this game, so.
Snowbard?
No bard.
Snowbard in
There
this game.
is no bard.
I don't see a snowbard. Also wouldn't really fit the weather right now in Korea.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite, which I guess that's what you can kind of go for.
What's the opposite of snow?
Just really hot weather. Somehow they're getting the dragon on the bottom side of the map here. Just timing it with the back.
If finding a good window when Taeyeon reset. Level 8 on Raptor still not press that paranoia button. Has the Hex Plate now, though, so he has the extra boost when he does pop it. The extra ability haste as well. But at some point, I do think he needs to press that button and make something happen.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's just today or... Because the other days we had a decent amount more action, except when Gen G were playing. Obviously, the Gen G series was the most passive. But today has been very much laid back, just kind of farming it out. Both teams playing for win conditions that are not early on, or at least not able to secure their early win conditions. And so being forced to essentially do nothing.
Now have the Ludens for aiming, so it becomes very chill just to clear waves from a distance. Very hard to pressure as well. He got that one.
Yeah, he did. I think he missed 2 of the melees, though.
Yeah, also, you get to the point now where you do so much damage that Taeyeon doesn't want to block the bouncing bombs.
Yeah.
Then you can get in CS.
And if you block one and the timing is not perfect, like that cannon wasn't being focused, but it was low enough to get bombed. But even if you block the bomb, maybe it just lives until the next bomb.
Maybe the Ludens takes it.
Yeah. So.
That'd be a tilter.
At the end of the day, it's like probably not worth it to block most of the time. Top lane as well, like, yeah, he picked AD Nidalee, and he has put on a little bit of pressure, but he's 300 gold ahead, and that's it. There haven't been any kills. Saw, you know, Willer show his face once in the top lane. And, of course, I mean, Nidalee's not just about the laning phase. Sure, Clear can get some more pressure later on in the game, whereas Frog will have more of an impact in the team fights, as we expected. Aggressive trade here from Frog as Clear took a turret shot.
Good amount of damage, honestly.
But he's
I
Nidalee.
don't think you get a recall against a Nidalee. Not easily.
He has a refillable. He can heal himself.
To be fair, though, a lot of mana to be burned if you just keep spamming the heal.
I think he missed that cannon, too. I'm just like on cannon watch now because nothing's happening. Oh, no. Saw a lot of pings on the bottom side of the map.
Fiona Strong has always been big on the cannon watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Looked like we were going to get something happen in bot lane. How many wards does KRX have in the bot side of the map? Like in the river...
That looks like 4 in the Scuttle Crab.
4 in the Scuttle Crab. 2 control wards.
3 control wards.
No, but 2 control wards right next to each other. I'm not... Guys, I don't think there's a ward in this brush. To be fair, I think one is in the brush and one's next to the wall, so they're a little bit different.
Yeah. You get that brush, you get the... What is it? The
Daylight?
Yeah. The Daylight. And then you get the other one for the little tunnel there.
When the Daylights come in, though, isn't it? That one specifically.
Yeah, I don't think it's up yet.
Preempting the Phalite.
I mean, actually, it's probably up now, but maybe it was there before the Phalite was available. Not sure. Honestly, we have lots of time to look this kind of thing up, so.
No, so it's after Elemental Rift's transformation.
They're trying to dive clear. He does dash right into the Jarvan, and still they can't kill him.
Yeah,
although he does get low.
They don't commit the Cataclysm and try and finish the kill off. In return, Raptor's going to pick up the Herald.
Ando's getting some good damage in, and now they just ult Kellen. That's just Emilio, but they just run forward. A lot of flashes burned. Willer at least able to secure the kill. Taeyu now by himself, but should be able to take down Willer as we have a Nocturne ult somewhere. Looks like he wanted to go top. Oh,
no! Oh! I can't believe we waited 16 minutes for the first Nocturne ult, and that's how it went down. Well, at least the Herald got value.
He should have... No, he shouldn't have. If he still had his ult, he could have Rift Heralded and chased Ondil past the turret, hit the wall, press ult, and ult him.
I think aiming was actually pretty late with the ult. Like, I think he should have just ulted way earlier.
Yeah, now.
He, like, satchels him in the corner and then ults. Like, he ults so far away from... Like, 60% of the ult was outside the Hextech ult of him. Not the best aim from aiming. And then Taeyu, I think a bit of an unnecessary flash. But I think people were just antsy. Nothing had happened in this game. The first little scrap and everyone's wanting to pop their abilities, wanting to flash.
We doubled our kills in this game. Now we're looking for Vikla. Realm Warp in, flash away as the first Q is going to miss. And just not quite having the damage to get him down.
Rai's just not quite at that point yet. You know, you do the cool moves, you do the Realm Warp, you do like the throwing the little orbs at them, but it's like, okay, he just, you know, he did a little bit of damage.
There's still Rise with a 5-stack Rod of Ages.
Yeah.
Taeyu gonna get a turret before Ziggs. Ult comes down. And the turret's down. I mean, this is very early on.
Gold King. He really wanted that cannon, is all I can say.
At least he got it this time.
1,000 gold lead now for Taeyu on this Lucian. And with that tower down, he can kind of just play very aggressively, forcing, aiming back, and then makes it so difficult for aiming to really push out and move anywhere. I mean, Zig's not exactly the best roamer, but this is annoying.
Yeah, just gonna culling, gets him in range of Taeyu, and so he has to flash away.
This was a pretty bad satchel angle. Like, I think his
aiming needs his protractor, man. He's not getting the angle.
Whoa!
Re-engage here though. Taeyu doesn't have anything. The follow-up damage is non-existent. The paranoia helps out quite a lot, but in comes the TPs, and Frog's1 gonna help out quite a lot more as he does get in there and pick up a kill on just the support, but no paranoia. And Clear's not doing a whole lot, but it's still 3v4 as aiming is backing.
This was a bit better off of Paranoia because he actually went in, but not the most instrumental here. A lot committed, though, by KRX to try and get that kill. Doesn't succeed. Frog, a lot of practice dodging spears this game, so he's kind of on the A game there.
Yeah.
Raptors just starting Dragon. This... Oh, no.
Just gonna face check. It's still Nidalee. And Clear had a very good idea. He's dodging everything.
Italy has so many tools to check brushes. Really no reason to get caught out, and Clear plays it well.
Yeah.
Now we can see them kind of collapsing in. They're looking for Raptor.
And some damage. Smite is still good from Raptor, even with all the pressure. And now they're going for the Nidalee once again. Clear just dances away from it. And look at Taeyoon on the top side, just clearing out the entirety of the team, basically. They go for the re-engage. Lots of damage, but the Scout of the Week is there, and Frog goes down. A big team fight here for BNK KRX. They want to take down UCal as well, who does have Realm Warp. He's going to try to get away from Fire Kick, and he does. Just barely gets out of there.
Taeyoon just feels unchecked in these fights, able to dash forward, dive on top of members of KRX, and there's just not a ton they can do about it. Remember, they went for this setup, so this is the initial fight. Okay, they commit in, they don't have Zig's ult right now. Taeyoon's able to survive the initial salvo, but then the Jace comes in and one-shots Cullen. This is okay, this is fine. But the problem stems from this later fight when they don't have Hextech Ultimatum. And Cataclysm just isn't that good against Lucian or Nidalee. So don't have the best tools to set up the Zig's ult. And Taeyoon is just freely running around this fight. Takes out both members of the bot lane. And then they try and turn this around. They go for Raptor, but it just... Okay. You got Raptor. 4 for 1.
Yeah. I think he actually Cataclysmed...
Raptor.
The Cataclysm Raptor, okay. Because also Clear was low, and I think Frog tried to hammer down on him, but Clear just jumped away and healed himself, or flashed away and healed himself, and was at like 30% health and was fine. They tried so hard to kill Clear while their whole backline was dying.
I mean, one thing with the AD Nidalee is you are pretty annoying to kill and fairly bulky, especially with the sustain. And KRX is all burst, so if they don't kill you, you're just going to keep kiting away, being annoying. Oh, Vikla.
Well, I guess trying to bait for the paranoia. I don't know. Getting low, though, is Frog, and he is going to fall, so at least it's a trade 1-for-1 and the TP. As UCal used
now,
that.
Unsurprisingly, Clear is just doing what AD Nidalee does and being annoying.
And their backs are being stopped.
What is the plan here? Want to keep defending this tower. Oh, they're looking for Taeyoon.
All right, flash on in. They get the stun. Is the follow-up there this time? Not really, as down goes Ondil, and kiting it out perfectly as Taeyoon picks up the double kill and says thank you very much for the donation.
The mega fire kick from Kellen was so good to disrupt that play, and Taeyoon just took that window, took that space that was created for him, and decimates the engages from KRX. Willer and Andal both go down. Taeyoon is 6-1 now. UCal doesn't want any of this.
Goodbye. At least he lives. But this tower's not going to live. And it's a 6,000 gold lead for BNK KRX 22 minutes in.
Everyone has a gold lead. Like, there's so much gold on Taeyoon over aiming. He's just picked an Infinity Edge, but everyone has like a 700 gold lead over their counterpart. Vikla, they're kind of waiting for this. This is a bit unfortunate. Gets jumped on, but then Raptor comes in, and because of the damage from the Syndric, they can just easily kill off the Jace. And then we see this ensuing play. So look at the mega fire kick that comes out on the Jarvan here, round the Camille into the Jarvan, stops the follow-up from coming through immediately, so Taeyoon can deal with one target at a time. And I don't think mega fire kick is a particularly difficult ability to land, but it's the fact that it like missed the Camille and specifically hit the Jarvan that made it so impactful. So great moves from both Taeyoon and Kellen there.
Yep, and this is really the comfort zone for Kellen. You know, just play the babysit role. Just keep Taeyoon alive. And this is what he is best at. As now they're going in onto the Jarvan.
Oh, the fire kick!
The fire kick is so good! How is he so good at this this Melio?
The thing is, they go for this play. Like, why would you ever paranoia a Jarvan right next to a wall unless you're certain that you can interrupt his flag and drag? And the only tool they had was the mega fire kick, so this was clearly a play where Kellen just said, I got this. Yeah. And he did.
And
that pick will get them the Baron.
They just get the Baron off of that. It's crazy.
Just phenomenal play from Kellen, honestly. That was the confidence to commit to this. And now look, we can stop it. These are the sort of plays you expect when someone's playing Thresh.
Yeah.
Not Melio, But Kellen honestly putting on a clinic right now. And with Baron in pocket, 7,000 gold lead, and how strong Taeyun is, I think this game is not looking good for KRX.
Yeah. Falling too far behind, I mean, you've got a Rise. You need a lot more time for that Actualizer to come in. You've got a second mage in the Ziggs, who just now hit 2 items, is doing some damage, but nothing compared to what Taeyun can do. And a lot of their damage comes in that combo from, you know, the Camille landing a stun, the engage, you get the Ziggs ult over the top.
Also, what feels bad is that Ziggs has, you know, the Shadow Flame, the Ludens, but then has to buy an Oblivion Orb for the healing, has a tier for the mana. You're already down in gold, but these components are just delaying your next item spike, whereas Taeyun already has an Infinity Edge finished, which is a pretty good item.
It's one of the better ones in the game, yeah. Pretty expensive, but worth it. And now it's aiming, just trying to wave clear.
They want to try and catch Taeyun, I think. Anvil's fishing, but KRX are going to be respectful of it. You can just play for time, and Clear is going to push in the bot wave. AD Nidalee with Baron is not easily dealt with.
Yeah, you can see that there's a ping down on the bottom lane, but like, what are they gonna do?
We have a lot of games where grubs just don't really have that much of an impact, but AD Nidalee is definitely a pick who benefits from it quite a lot, being a thorn in the side. And now they see Jace in the bot lane.
Oh, aiming killed the shield
in mid, and they'll just get a lot of pressure down on this top lane tower. If they can get the tower and back up, that's great for them.
Yeah.
You can see mid's being pushed in by the Nocturne. Clear's pushing in the bot lane. KRX playing this 1-3-1 out, well, 3-1-1 really well.
Yeah. And Clear, you know, if there's ever a fight that he can't really go in on, he's just going to jump away. They're trying to kill the Nidalee. This is never the play.
Yeah.
It is never going to work. If he doesn't have flash and he's under the turret, maybe.
They couldn't really get that far behind him as well. But he's just so mobile, has the flash, has the dash. Now though, they're looking for Taeyun.
They're going to try something. The flash on in with the flag and drag does not connect with Taeyun, and he has all the time and room in the world. Has a double kill. Might look for the penta here. Frog going to get the 1. But that's only onto Raptor, who already did his job. So KRX can just continue to push with Baron.
Yeah,
seconds left.
Willa tried to be engaged, couldn't get the extension on the flag and drag on a Taeyun, but even if he did, I think it was just a little bit doomed. Too little, too late. 10,000 gold down, and KRX are looking to take game 1.
Yeah, a very fast game so far, 27 minutes. All things considered, they're just trying to end the game right now. They have run out of Baron, but it doesn't seem to matter, although the respawn of Ondil is going to spook them out just a little bit as he goes in. The stun is not there, and again, the Camille does nothing.
There's a chance they could still end right now, but I think they're taking the right approach, which is to back off. Why risk it? Back off, spend your gold, get some more items.
Or just push bot.
Push bot. No. This seems a little bit... No, they're still continuing. Okay.
TP.
KRX definitely could have just backed off and played this safe, but they're like, you know what? We want to go to game 2. Let's get it done.
Fair enough. I mean, they have essentially won this game. They don't have much dragon pressure.
Who called in on coach voice and said, guys, we don't need to end the game right now. But like on the back of that push, there's so much gold in pockets for KRX. You see Willa goes for the flag and drag flash, but doesn't actually connect it, so Taeyun just flashes away and then immediately melts both the Jarvan and the Camille. And then we get the later play that comes in, where once again, Andal goes for the hook shot into the flash and doesn't get the stun on Taeyun. I'm not saying that these plays, if they went right, would have won the game for KRX, but going wrong certainly does not help.
Yeah.
Like, the CC needs to land, and you're committing your flashes. First time it was flash for flash, okay. Second time, no flash on Illusion. You really need to be connecting that. Now they've spent their gold. GA picked up for Taeyun. I think he just bought that by itself.
Yeah. I would not be surprised. And a double scatter going to come in. They're just going to ult the front line. Might as well. They have such gigantic wallets filled with gold. And they'll take down the third inhibitor and put KRX out of their misery. In goes Ondil one last time. We get to see the combo. And even Vikla is going to survive through that. Tatum continuing, he just wants higher damage numbers as they will kill the Nexus and bring us to a 1-0 lead for BNK KRX.
Bit of a slow.
Rolling as always. Tatum 33K.
And not even a slight bit of red in that gold graph. Oh wait, actually no, look. At like the
Yeah.
1 minute 30 mark, there's like a time. You gotta lean in, you gotta lean in close.
Yeah, I can see it now.
It's like
제이스 오플이야, 제이스
먼저
오플.
끌게.
제이스 오플이야.
아야 자르만 척 한번 볼게 얘들아.
야, 제이스 볼게, 제이스 오플이야. 바텀 타워.
나 풀케이가 볼게 얘들아 이거.
오케이.
3초.
가울에 있죠. 네. 야, 직스 마크 해줄게. 직스 오플. 스킬 없다니.
나 QE 3초, 5초.
나 스킬 있어. 8초.
이거.